Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, a podcast for leaderpreneurs, entrepreneurs, men and women. Learn the essentials and soft skills of the strenuous life. Okay, guys, we are winding down this season of Strenuous Redemption. I have decided that we are not going to have another season of this. I have decided instead that the next season is going to be less program and more from the heart. And you're probably wondering, well, Jimmy, wow, what's that? Shut up, Mario. Anyway, here's the thing about our reactive culture. We're talking about the enemy of our souls, okay? And this affects us spiritually, politically. And let me say something, okay? This show is dedicated to entrepreneurship and personal development, okay? It's not meant to be a political show. There is only one show on the James Hendrick Empowerment Network here on Spreaker that covers that, and that is the Frontline News Show, which usually we have a daily show of that. I have decided to take a day's break because, well, quite frankly, I just feel like the news is getting a little bit more and more reactive. It's a problem. It's a problem that needs to be dealt with, and I'm just gonna speak my mind here. Anything having to do with personal development, I am not going to state a political view. Okay? I'm not going to endorse a political party. If anything, if people want to ask me about my ideology, I would say the wisdom ideology as it is in the scriptures. Now, I have said this in Frontline News. I play a radio personality that my alter ego likes, called Brent Clark, and I thought, well, we'll just give it a break. We'll give it a break because our reactive culture, I'm just being honest with you, it's a huge problem. We're battling with three things, folks. That's the enemy of our souls: the world, the flesh, and the devil until we die. Okay? I want you to think about this. I want you to think about what it means to be countercultural. Okay? When I think of someone in the Bible who was extremely countercultural, I think of King David. I think of the Apostle Paul. Today I was reading in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, and here's some things that stand out. That says, it says, who goeth a warfare any time at his own charge, who planteth a vineyard and eateth not of the fruit thereof. Folks, we have a chance. We have a chance to bear the fruit of our labors. But the problem is our reactive culture. Our reactive culture does not like labor. There is a show called The Strenuous Life, and it's dedicated to sports. Um, it has had some political aspects to it. What little I heard, it just disgusted me. And there's only so much reactivity we can take in this world. Like I said in Empower Your Pattern, we can't escape. We can't escape the reactive culture. But the one thing we can do is empower ourselves, okay? Empower ourselves. The sad thing is, I think our country, our people, have caved into the doctrine of ignoble ease. Even well-meaning people. To them I say, I want you to listen. I want you to go on YouTube, look up The Strenuous Life by Theodore Roosevelt. I want you to listen to this. Because this is how Americans ought to be. Okay? I've stated my views. And I know that they're not necessarily popular. Not everybody wants to be that entrepreneur that has courage, grit, power. The majority of people in this country now want to react. Okay? The majority of people in this country want to react. And the few of us that want to break the cycle are sick of the reactive culture. Okay? They want to be more proactive, and you can't tell me that they don't want to be proactive, because they do. They do. And so to that extent, I think it's time for us to wake up and realize that we have an enemy of our souls that we need to be vigilant on. Okay? I spoke up this in Empower Your Pattern. Pretty much the emissary of all reactivity and ignoble ease comes from one common enemy, and his y'all gonna think I'm mean, but he has spiritual critters, and with them critters he sows negative thoughts, depression, anxiety, fear, reactivity, trauma, contention, any negative thing that you got out there that you can fight. But see, that's the problem in this culture. Is everything is just so darn reactive. How long can we, as a people, condone reactivity, okay? Condone well, I'm not responsible for my choices. Condone the blame game. Now, I apologize yesterday. I kind of let JR, my alter ego JR, take over some shows, and sometimes I think he says it with a bit too much confidence. But we have a common enemy, folks. We have a common enemy of our souls. And we need to be ready. We need to be ready now more than ever. I think as far as the news, we need to filter how much news we take in. I myself am taking a personal break from it for a while as far as listening to or watching anything having to do with the news, because it's, well, quite frankly, it's getting overwhelming. Now, I don't mind so much reading it because I can make sense of it. It's just
The biggest problem that we have in this world, and I agree with Zig Ziglar about it, is what goes on between our ears. Because the way our reactive culture is, it wants you to focus on what you can't control. You can focus on what you can control. Please do that. Please do that. We live in a culture of kids growing up, graduating from high school, 18, 19, 20, 21. Some kids don't even know what inflation is. Some people don't know how it works. I think all of us at some point could use a good refresher course in learning of economics. I think we need to be well-read people. We're not so much anymore. We sit around and we stream movies and stuff on our devices and just. Now I don't have a problem with listening to audiobooks. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But just mind-numbing ourselves in accordance to the doctrine of ignoble ease is not good. It's not good because that's the problem with the enemy of our souls. The enemy of our souls wants to numb us and then he's got you. Okay? He's got you. I'm just being frank with you, okay? We're going to have part 2 tomorrow. We hope that you enjoyed listening to Streamless Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Streamless Life Radio community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Think strong, live strong. Live the streamless life. God bless you.